The SR850 may be equipped with 4 processor heatsink modules, also referred to as PHMs. Up to 2 PHMs on the processor memory expansion tray, and up to 2 PHMs on the system board. To install a CPU, if the heatsink is going to be reused, use an approved wipe to clean the thermal grease from the part. The CPU comes contained in an electrostatic package that doubles as an installation guide. Open the package and apply a 19 mm diameter drop of blue thermal grease onto the center backside of the CPU. Align the arrow on the heatsink with the arrow on the CPU retainer. Carefully lower the heatsink onto the CPU retainer clips and press down gently until the clips are engaged and the CPU is secure. Lift the newly assembled processor heatsink module up by the heatsink to remove it from the package. To install a PHM on the system board, slightly slide the upper power supply number 2 out from the power supply bay. Grasp the processor and memory expansion tray handle by the blue touch point and rotate the handle straight up to lift the expansion tray out of the chassis. You'll need a Torx T30 screwdriver. Align the triangle mark and guide pins on the processor socket with the triangle mark and mounting holes of the PHM. Carefully lower the PHM straight down into the processor socket. Fully tighten the numbered Torx T30 captive fasteners on the processor heatsink module in the install sequence shown on the heatsink label. This label instructs us to begin tightening fastener number 1, then 2, 3, and 4. Only tighten the fasteners until they stop. Do not over-tighten. Lower the system fan cage straight down into the chassis. Rotate and lower the system fan cage levers toward the front of the server to secure the cage. To install the processor and memory expansion tray, align the left and right posts on the sides of the expansion tray with the corresponding mounting slots in the chassis. Then lower the tray straight down into the chassis mounts. Rotate and lower the expansion tray handle toward the rear of the server to secure the tray. Reconnect power supply number 2. Before you install the top cover, ensure that all components are installed and seated correctly. Lower the top cover onto the chassis. Ensure that the top cover release latch is in the open position. Ensure that the mounting posts of the cover engage the guides on both sides of the chassis. Pivot the cover latch down and ensure that all clips are engaged.